How many of you do not exercise regularly or do not use exercise in your daily routine? Well, I'm not going to ask you to raise your hands, for I'm sure it's going to embarrass some of you here. Some may be feeling shy, while a couple may be too lazy to raise their hands. But the important question I'm going to pose tonight is that do you exercise safe and do you take exercise on a prescription? Now what I mean by that, I'll tell you in a minute. The other evening, a friend of mine rang me. He sounded in great agony and pain. When I asked him as to what the matter was, he said that he was admitted to hospital with injury to his knee and was awaiting surgery. The rest of the story was clear to me. He had damaged the cartilage, which is a cushion between the two bones of a joint. This friend of mine was jogging 3 to 4 kilometers per day for the last 3 months or so. And guess what? He weighed 105 kilograms. Yes, 105 kilograms. Now obviously you can imagine that he did not choose the right form of exercise for himself. The point I want to make tonight is that the exercise has to be individualized. Exercise for a 60 years old is not the same as for a 16 years old. You must have a very clear-cut objective and goal as to what you are going to achieve by doing some exercises or taking up some sports. Now I see people with big tummy and they start to lift heavy weights. Now obviously the purpose is not solved. So if you want to lose your tummy, you have to do some cardio exercises and fat burning exercises. You have got to choose your exercise very carefully. The people who go to gym, they must know as to how to use the instruments and if that instrument is appropriate for them to use at all. They must know their limits and must not be pushed beyond what they are capable of. Now the commonest cause for injury from any sports or exercise is doing fast, too fast or too hard. So again I repeat that you have to know your limits and do not push your limits too hard. Now obviously any exercise you have to begin with a warm-up, you have to end your exercise with a cool down, and you must make sure that you hydrate yourself adequately before, during and after exercise. You must also take balanced nutritious diet and that should complement your exercise program. So work hard but be safe. Thank you very much.